a little different than this rap, right?
Yeah.
And I just fell in love, the whole performance aspect behind it, and just, you know, crying and dancing in the rain. I love it, bro.
Right.
Who doesn't want to cry and dance in the rain?
Come on, man.
I do it all the time.
Matter of fact, okay.
I bet you do, man.
Who did it best?
Ray J, One Wish.
As a matter of fact, you were the one that was about 8 years ago.
I put this on everything.
Party people.
I love
It's your boy,
my
M.A.Z.
sweat, my clothes. This. I thought I told you this is my world, baby.
Ross, don't let us down, Ross.
No pressure. Ladies and gentlemen, party people in the place to be. It's your boy, M.A.Z. Okay, I heard him.
All right, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is I am him. Mazi. To the left, my dog.
Skrills.
What's happening?
Yes, sir. My pronouns are he and him. You just said you are him. What'd you say?
He is I and I am him.
Okay, I thought you were dropping pronouns.
No, it's a J line, but you know,
Stay woke.
teach his own. You know what I'm saying? J Ross, Views Media Group. What's happening? You know what I'm saying?
Whole lot of creatives in the building.
Whole lot of creators in the building, man. Lambo, what's going on? Hi. Yeah, but we got an audience full of creators tonight, and then to the right of me, not only is he a creator, but entrepreneur and producer. We'll explain that in a few, and also Big Red ambassador.
That's right, on the weekends now.
Ladies and gentlemen, he spun the block. AJ HERNZ is back.
Eres un desmadre y me gustas así. Autopilot on, so you get to know me. Like body over time, body overnight. Never seen nobody keep me so big.
Speaking of shows,
Yeah.
March 4th, right?
March 4th, bro.
You want to talk about it?
I'm going to take my glasses off for this.
Yeah, man, 'cause it's serious business.
Serious
right?
business. And I feel like we're a hub of a lot of creatives, as you see here. It's more like a night for everyone to engage, build relationships, and connect, man. Yo.
What's happening?
What's good, my brother? How you doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. I noticed you guys had y'all's pronouns to get out the way, so I'm AJ HERNZ, a.k.a. Himothy HERNZ.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like that one.
That one's new, I think. I've heard. Yeah.
The more you know.
absolutely. We're back.
Yes, we're back. How you been, man?
I've been good. Damn, I see what you're saying now. I hear the voices in my
They
headphones.
trying to
Yeah.
influence you in a way.
They're trying to get at me.
They're positive though.
Right on.
For sure. But you been all right though?
I've been blessed, bro. Thank you. How are you?
Man, I'm doing great.
You
Trying
fly, bro. For sure, your fit is like,
Thank
it did
you.
a 360, wait, 180 from the last time.
Thank you. I appreciate
Absolutely.
you.
I need one of them shirts ASAP.
Hey, Jose, you hear that?
Yeah.
That's the guy right there. He designed this one. You know
Extra
what I'm saying?
medium,
And the
big
collab
dog.
with Enemies Icons. You know what I'm saying? What up?
Sheesh. Jose killing it, bro. That's fire.
For sure. But I'm trying to get like you, man. You've been busy moving around and all that, dog.
Yeah, man. That's right.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, okay, so let's talk about what happened since the last time you were here, man.
Right, right.
Obviously, you still doing the music thing with your new single, 1942,
That's
with
right.
the legendary Chris Perez.
That's
that
right. Chris Perez, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Banger,
banger, by the way.
Thank you.
It
You guys jammed that already?
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Hell yeah.
Come on, man.
My
It's-
favorite
it's-
line is the basically, you know, in Spanish, basically saying you love them toxic. I fuck with it.
It's a very toxic situation.
I fuck with it.
That's right.
I think everybody can relate to that.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely, yeah.
So
I think we've all been faded off of 42 before, I feel like,
Yeah.
I'm a big tequila, sipper, so that song's attitude and tone is, hold on, my jet is about to,
I like the talk. I like it.
it's landing.
Nah, yeah, so
Can you text him the pilot that I'm gonna need 20 minutes?
Yeah, I hit him earlier.
Thanks, man. Thank you. No, where the fuck were we?
you were talking about you're a big tequila drinker and you feel
Oh
like
yeah,
the song
so
was
that's what I
influenced off the
say.
1942.
Absolutely, it's very
Yeah.
toxic. So, yeah, in a sense, I think the song is just alluding to this female that I'm very attracted to.
Gotcha.
And like I said at the beginning, getting faded on the balcony, that 42 keep on finding me. I need a coat. You keep on watching me, so I'm acknowledging we should just hop in the lamb. I'm the goat. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm just letting her know where I stand too.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I love that song. Chris Pettis came through and blessed it, went crazy, and man,
For sure.
I'm blessed to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Was that what you were sipping on when we was ringside at the fight?
That's right, bro. We was ringside. I'm like, I'm sitting Mazi.
You know, you are a completely different person.
Hey, Mazi, you different these days, man. Yo, when he sent me that picture, I said, damn, I lost a good one.
My boy was ringside taking selfies.
I was like, yo, we ringside with Andrew Hurd was hanging, you know what I'm saying?
Man, nah, that's gang, bro. It was cool to see you there, bro. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, nah, likewise, man. Wifey and I was just chilling, and then so you came and sat down. It was like,
yeah,
this is just crazy. But yeah, nah, that was a fun night. But but the song is great though.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
For
really.
sure.
Thank you.
Is that going to be on any upcoming projects you got coming up?
Speaking of project, I know you said, since last time we sat down and talked.
Yeah.
Last one, I want to just clear something up. I lied.
Oh wow.
I lied.
Oh, where's the other drop?
Listen, let me tell you something. You're a liar.
Liar. So here's what happened. What had happened was So I intended to put out an EP.
But AJ, we got this EP coming soon, before the next album.
Yeah. So this one's called
the bomb ready?
Excuse My Vibe. Yeah. So that's gonna be the next
Exclusive.
Yeah. So it was gonna be called Excuse My Vibe.
Right.
Well, right after the meeting or after the podcast interview, me and Snow got on the horn and we were like, yo, why don't we just do something cool for the fans that support Vibe Higher? Because obviously you know that I run with Snow and I'm part of Vibe Higher, right? An artist under Vibe Higher. So I said, bet, say less. And we came up with this cool VHS series, which is VHS Vibe Higher series. And all the singles that we recorded for that project are in VHS format, right? Yeah. So like the whole, aesthetic behind every song is in VHS format. So we ended up rolling with that, and bro, like it's been going crazy. We put out Balance, we put out Elevator, we put out Down. We went to Spain and then we recorded a banger out there that's gonna be next. So wow, yeah, you're a liar. Hey, but no, real talk, you're a liar. I love that drop. But yeah, bro, so we went that route, and man, I'm a big believer in like everything happens for a reason, because that conversation really, led to these records that are growing by the day. I know Elevator is at Balance is at 200,000 plus plays. Come on. Elevator's like at 300,000 plus plays. Down is getting close to those numbers. So all in all, like it's been great. The streams are up. So yeah, and I just feel like that allowed me more time to button up some of the songs that I had in the vault. And I'm just gonna start dishing them out one by one, as opposed to me keeping my fans waiting for a whole project, right? That project will get there. And it just gives me time to dish out all the music that's been in the vault and then record new music. So anyway, that's what happened, man. And I feel like ever since then, I just, something didn't feel right. I'm like, I can't wait to get back on the show and talk about how that Please Excuse My Vibe never came out, right? So anyway, that's where we're at with it. Yeah,
but that's cool, man. As long as at least you're putting out something, and then and even then with the singles, people could create their own playlist from that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I think that's a good strategy. And then with the way this song was going, like you're on track,
right?
You know what I'm
like
saying?
we definitely, the workflow didn't stop yet. My intentions back then were to put out a project. It just got pushed back a little bit, I'd say, and we rolled with other projects for now. And so far so great. Everything's looking up.
For sure. And did I just see Mackenzie walk in the building? What's happening, bro? More creatives in here, you know what I'm saying?
Energy is right.
Energy's right, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so, and then also your the real estate.
Yes.
That you get into?
Yes.
The Airbnb flow is looking.
Yes, sir. It's looking good. It's looking real good. Yeah, we took an L this month, but we ain't gonna talk about that too loudly.
Nah, not at all.
Because it's just a lesson. The L stands for lesson. So
come on, man.
We're learning from this lesson, and we're re-strategizing our marketing for it. No, yeah, it's been great, bro. It's been running for 7 months now.
Okay.
We've been fortunate enough to have that thing, booked majority of the time. So yeah, it's a new venture for me, and along with that, I just wanted to expand and dive deeper into real estate. So I went ahead and got licensed after I got off a tour.
Yeah,
I went to school, got licensed, got that under my belt. So I just sold my first lot in the West Side.
Come on, man.
So yeah, it's cool. It's like it's full circle, right? Started off in the West, and then it's like I'm doing this new venture in my life, and the first property we pop off is in the West Side. Yeah.
And the crazy thing is too, like when Ricky, shout out to Ricky Ortiz, when he came on the pod, he was explaining buying property in these areas where it's being gentrified and people are coming in from out of state, and who better than us to gentrify our own hood? In his words, I guess. I mean, I may have been saying it wrong, but you know what I mean.
It just basically, instead of outsiders coming in to buy up the whole hood,
sure, why not here?
You might as well buy your own hood.
And,
right.
and you being from
Facts.
the west side, you know what I'm saying, and you getting a hold of that. And
Facts. No, it definitely felt
so.
good that, you know, there was a Texas native behind it versus some California native or somebody that's irrelevant. And yeah, I mean, it was a lot, you know, so it was not a lot, it was a lot.
I see what you did there, the wordplay.
Right. He's like, I don't know what that meant, but I like it.
I like it. It was nice.
No, so it was a lot that we sold, and it was, man, it was for the price of a car, you know, 25 G's for a piece of earth. Like, to me, that was like perfect. And the gentleman that bought it, he has truck drive. He does truck driving and has 18-wheelers that he needs to park and this, that. So it was dope, man. It was a great experience, you know, in general. And sure. We're here now, so can't wait to keep more coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Quick question for you, AJ, is like, bro, where do you find the time? Because obviously,
absolutely,
I follow you. We follow you.
Yes.
You know? We see you here and there and everywhere. And then you're saying that in the midst of all that, man, you went to school for this.
Yeah.
Got what you needed, and now you're out here slanging earth.
Yeah.
Slanging earth.
When I say I'm out in the field,
Facts.
I'm showing the property.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Hey, this guy's good.
His pen game been nice, bro.
Nice, bro. It's getting better. Yeah, man. No, it's I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's obviously tough. It's not something where, you know, I feel like I do my best to not try to spread myself thin, right? Because obviously, you know, you could just be a jack of all trades, master of none, and that just you do a lot and you get nothing done. Yet I'm getting better at time blocking. So that's really what it comes down to, right? Just prioritizing my day. And lately I've been waking up at 4:30 in the morning, hitting the gym by 5. And I feel like that's kind of set the tempo for me to really be focused about the shit that's got to get, can I cuss?
Fuck no.
The motherfucking shit that's got to get done.
Absolutely. That's real though. Because I think doing stuff like that is just building repetition to set that mindset of
Correct.
You got to go get it.
Correct.
You know, whether it be 4:35 in the morning, and obviously people that get up at those times, now he's putting himself with them legend screws. Like you talk about Kobe,
you get more shit done.
You talking about Kobe that gets up early in the morning, get the work done. The Rock, and now AJ. Like, come on, man.
Me, The Rock, and Kobe.
I like that group.
That's a good Mount Rushmore. One of those motherfuckers will suplex you. One of them will sing your ass to sleep. And Kobe, I mean, he's just an assassin, bro.
Absolutely.
R.I.P. to Kobe.
R.I.P. Rest in peace, man. Absolutely. Yeah, man. No, it's admiring to see what you're doing, and
thank you, bro.
And trying to even like a screw was saying, that balance. Because I have a hard time trying to find time where there's with the family, and then trying to do this. Right. I don't know how you do it, but it's admiring and inspiring to see you do it. It's crazy.
Thank you, fam. Yeah, I'm inspired by a lot of people that are around me and that I follow and are just in my life. So I feel like it'd be selfish of me to just be like, yeah, give me the praise. I'm just inspired, and I feel like when I see legends like a Kobe, like even The Rock, right? Just how these guys went from being just like everyone else to excelling at a different level. And obviously studying what it took, that part itself is like, I want to be a part of that. So yeah, it feels great. It feels great to have that outlook now. And yeah, for a while, I mean, it was just, go to sleep at whatever time, wake up at whatever time, and do whatever, I had to do that day that I thought of that day. And now it's like, I read it. I sat in a coaching class recently. Steve Collins, he's a man, sharp coach, sharp, just, I don't know, life motivator, just everything, right? And he talked about how when we go on trips, right, from the moment that we decide we're going to take a vacation, whether it's with family or with friends or whatever, to the moment we're literally taking off, right, on the plane, we spend roughly on average, and this is true data, right? We spend on average 17 hours planning that trip, right? Reservations, outfits, getting the kids if we have kids, just putting all these things, rentals, right? Airbnb, all that good stuff. And that's on average. So that's a long time, right? Like 17 hours. So I'm listening. I'm like, where's this guy going with this?
Right.
And then he goes, now let me ask you this. How many of you guys have spent 17 hours to plan your life, right? Wow. Wow. And it just I just stood there like, shit, definitely not me. And I'm looking around.
Thanks
people
for calling me out, bro.
Right, bro. I'm like, damn, homie's looking straight at me. So he's definitely, and he knows my vibe. So I'm like, okay. But then as I look around, people are looking the same. And then he's like, let's cut that in half. How about 8 hours? Let's cut that in half. 4 hours. Have you spent 4 hours planning your life? And bro, that just spoke to me because it's like, that's true, bro. Like,
absolutely.
How am I not able to be in control of my life in the sense of like time blocking, knowing what I'm gonna do at certain times of my day? Like, bro, I'm a grown up. Like, at this point, It needs to be done this way to be successful and to see something come from your work, right? Other than freestyling your life and you eventually end up burned out. So I feel like that spoke to me, and that's really where the wisdom come from, man. And lately it's just been, I've been on a roll. I say lately, like I've been at it for 3 weeks, going on to a month now, where I've been waking up and, setting shit in my calendar and really following through, all that. So, yeah.
Had to let that one breathe, man. I didn't want to press no buttons or nothing.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so that brings up a question, man. I just thought of it. So like in regards to what you're doing, obviously is a great way to be productive, right? To go from not really knowing what you're gonna do to doing things, period.
Right.
But as we know, and a lot of people in this room probably can attest to it, is creatives don't necessarily think that way, right? They're just kind of like, the muse hits and you get at it, right? So how much of what you're doing now that's very much structured overlap with your creativeness, and does it kind of clash and whatnot? It's
definitely a learning curve because, like I said, prior to me implementing these new habits and like this new structure, again, I was freestyling. So at any given time, I could just set up a studio session and do this and do that.
Right.
Yet I felt like that was just me, shooting in the dark, right? And versus me putting time aside to work or brainstorm around whatever my next priority with music is, right? So whether that be making a song, whether that be getting together with my team on Mondays at 3:00 to plot, the next piece of content and how we're gonna go about it. So it's like goal and then activities behind that goal. So it's like, whereas before it was just like, my goal is to make a song tonight and make a hit. Yet that's a few and far in between. It's like, we don't know what a hit is. We don't know. So it's like, I've learned to be okay with going in the studio, putting in that work, getting in my creative space, right? And I'm free from everything else because that's my moment to just really like indulge in being creative. And if it doesn't pan out that we don't finish a song, it doesn't, we let the music kind of take control at that point.
For sure.
I don't like to force anything these days. Back then I would go to the studio, have a song fully written, and that was the way it was going to go. And that was it. I was married to it.
Right.
Yet it wouldn't do this. Right. So now that I go with this mindset of like, look, I'm going to leave it all out on the floor and live with the result, I feel like I'm getting better quality in my music, better quality content, better, more, how could I say, creative ideas, and executing way better than I ever was. So in a sense, like I said, it is a learning curve. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I got it all figured out now. Everything's great. It's not. It's trial and error. Yet these baby L's, again, they're just lessons, man. So I'm just kind of, I'm just learning from these lessons and trying to position myself to be better. So yeah, it's cool. It's a give or take question though. Like I feel for the most part, it helps me be a little more organized, and that helps my creative.
Because really the question was if your productiveness hinders your creativeness, but
there you go.
It doesn't sound like
I don't think it does, and I'm okay with if hinder means I don't get to finish. I'm okay with that happening, because I know that I gave it all right then and there, and that was it, and we'll pick it up on the next one.
And I think that's all that matters. As long as whatever it is you're doing, you give 110% and feel confident in whatever it is that you got done.
Facts.
And then move on to the next thing. Because I know for a lot of creatives, especially me, and Squirrels will tell you, like when it comes to like we were doing drops and stuff like that, I'm not confident now. Well, let's do it again.
Yeah.
And we'll literally sit here. I think what was the most amount of times I've done a drop, bro?
I'd rather not say.
Yeah, let's not go there. But
we got it done though. We got it
done until we got it right.
It's like Richie Valens and La Bamba.
We got it. 60 takes. I didn't hear a difference in one of them, man.
That's how I be in the studio.
Yeah, for
well. It's like, bro, they sounded the same, dog. Keep that one. I feel you though, man. Yeah. But that's good though, man. I feel like that's a healthy thing to do. Want to get it right, want to have that energy, and being okay with if it's not right then and there. You feel me? Like I feel like it needs to be more of that versus more of like, I just did 3 songs in the studio tonight. Yeah, they were all mid.
Right, exactly.
Now what do you do?
For sure.
So, but yeah.
That's a really good point because there's a lot of artists out here, and not throwing shade at anyone here locally or abroad or anywhere. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you get these kinds of like, I just did 10 songs, 20 songs.
Yeah,
shit. Lil Wayne recently, I don't know if you saw the video he had where some reporter asked him about something, and he said he had dropped like 70-some songs that night. And
what do you mean drop? Like put them out?
Yeah, no, like recorded.
Oh, okay,
right.
Okay.
And in my head, I'm thinking like, bro, like at that point, you're going off of quantity versus quality, right? Like,
correct.
It can't be both. Like, I don't think those are all hitters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you want to ask me how many were hits?
How many were hits, bro?
5. I sound like a hater at this point. I'm sorry.
He's not a big Wayne fan.
I'm not a big Wayne fan.
You're not a big Wayne fan? Never was?
I mean, there's a time where I was. And
okay, I was about to say that had to have been. The whole world was.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. But I think.
But not at that time.
Not at that time.
Like Drought 3 Wayne and like No Ceilings and what? Carter 3, 4, 5? Well, not 5 maybe, but.
Carter 2, yes.
Okay, Carter 2?
Carter 2, yes.
That's classic.
3, I'm like. But that was during the whole mixtape run.
Right.
But when it comes to him, he put out X amount of songs. He did this. I'm like, but a lot of it was basic. A lot of stuff he was saying was like, you know what I'm saying? It was mid, and people were saying it's the best shit ever. Yeah. And I'm like, no, this is whack.
Why do you have to whisper though?
because I don't want to yell. Because the purest fan of hip hop, like rap in me, I want to yell and just be aggressive. Like, it's Young Money. We on like the television. Y'all like that shit? Y'all thought that shit was tight? Are you kidding me?
Yo, but hold on. We got to talk about now. This song is obviously very mainstream. Yet this bar is crazy.
Which one?
Safe sex is great sex. Better wear a latex because you don't want that latex. That I think I'm latex. Come on, bro.
I get it. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Like wordplay, like his metaphors, dog. Like changed the game, bro. Like I feel like there would not be, and with all due respect to these next artists I'm gonna name, yeah, there would not be Young Thugs, the Futures, and these rapping crooning cats that
1000%,
right
I'm
with the auto tune, even like Lil Baby. I'm sure that was one of his biggest inspos.
For sure.
I'm with you though. I say all that to say this: like we all have our different opinions, right? And I just feel like for me, he's my greatest rapper alive.
Okay.
Yeah. Now hold on though, because Drizzy ain't nobody to play with. He's in his own, right?
He's no slouch neither.
He's no slouch
for sure.
Yet I just feel like when I think of Wayne, I mean, it's nostalgic, man. Like I could almost like smell where I was when like a Millie came out and shit. Like I remember being excited to buy some red skinny jeans and shit. You feel me?
You bought some?
Dead ass, I bought some. What you mean, dog? You know I bought some. This whole room knows I bought some red skinny jeans.
That is wild.
Yeah. No, but
you could probably pull them off though. You know what I'm saying? Like you had that look. Me at the time, I was pushing about 280. I can't pull no red skinny jeans off. I'll be like, yo, why he thick in some red skinny jeans? Like,
you're like, well, here's Drewski.
Right.
Wow, man. Damn.
Nah, that's funny. Okay, story time real quick. So what was one time I went with Question in the studio. Shout out to Question. I know he's watching. But there was a time where Question had posted me. He took a picture of me in the studio and they were like, yo, I got my guy with me. But he didn't tag me. And everybody in the comments was like, yo, you brought Drewski to the city? I was like, all right. I'm going to fight each and every one of y'all. Whoever was in the comment section, still to this day, if I find y'all, it's hand. Man. They was like, yo, you brought Drewski to the city? That's what's up. I'm like, no, I'm not fucking Drewski. And shout out to Drewski. He's coming here in the city too. But,
is he really? That's dope.
He's got, when is he coming along? Like March, right? Yeah, March.
That dude's hilarious. Yeah, that's cool, bro. That's what's up. Yeah.
Would you try for a could have been?
Man, I think I'm overqualified, dog. Like, I feel like that's
a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, you were overqualified.
Nah, I would dead ass do it on some like some funny shit. Nah, he kills me with that, man. He's dope. I would love to be on that show, man. So Drewski, if you get a hold of this bit, put me on the damn Could Have Been records, man. Let me audition, dog.
Yeah, because I'm sure if he posted to the city, I'm sure he's doing auditions.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be clean, bro. Definitely
live
get at
on
me.
Stage?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yo, Drewski and this people, whoever set that up.
Set that up. Tag him. Tag Drewski and say, yo, AJ, get AJ to audition.
Come on, man. That should be fire.
Timothy.
So, and then speaking of shows, March 4th, right?
March 4th, bro.
You want to talk about it?
I'm going to take my glasses off for this.
Yeah, man, it's serious business.
Serious business.
Let's do it.
March 4th.
Yeah!
San Antonio, Texas. He returns to the stage. Him being AJ HERNZ, aka Timothy HERNZ. Performing live at Pig's Bar.
Yeah!
Also performing Chris Waters.
I grind hard all night till I see the sunshine. I remember I was locked up in a pen waiting on the lunch line.
Jenny B. Mayeli.
I can tell you love me, yeah, I feel it in the air.
Enjoy an R&B night with the city's top entrepreneurs, artists, and professionals in entertainment. It all goes down March 4th.
Yes, sir.
Inside the Pig's Bar. Get your tickets now on Eventbrite. Limited tickets available.
That boy is good.
I like to do that fast too. I like to do it at the very end.
That's that fine print. You got to read through it fast.
Yeah, for sure.
But goddamn.
He's good.
Hey, man, there was a belt right there on the floor. You probably should have been holding.
Yeah, they should have been holding that. Yeah, nah, that's you. That's yours now. You the man.
There you go.
I'm gonna keep this here the rest of the night.
Nah, for sure, man. So yeah, we were talking off camera a little bit. You're gonna be not only performing, but you're also producing the show as well.
Yes, bro. Yes, I'm so excited about it.
It's a lot of responsibility, dog.
It is, bro. It's low key stressing me the fuck out.
I'm sure
it's a lot of moving parts, but man, look, like I was telling you before the cameras came on, it just feels good to be doing something as. I feel like I'm an OG at this point, right? Like I've been in the game 10 plus years. I feel like this is a form of, this is a way of me being able to put the spotlight on everything else that's happening here, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So yes, I'm performing at it. I've been a part of a lot of events. I've been a part of a lot of shows. Yet this is one that I actually put together, from handpicking the artist to handpicking the venue, meeting with the owner, talking logistics, and also to bringing on sponsorships that I feel like matter to the city, not just somebody throwing bread at an event that they care less about, right?
Sure.
It's more like a night for everyone to engage, build relationships, and connect, man. I feel like we're a hub of a lot of creatives, as you see here.
Yeah.
A lot of talented cats, a lot of talented people out there, and it's just, I feel like a majority of them will be there that night.
And I know we was talking, you said you was kind of doing some research yourself for this performance as well, you know, looking at some unplugged performances, which that should let y'all know what kind of intimate setting this will be.
Facts.
Because anybody that's seen Unplugged, especially like around our age group, you know what I mean? It's a very intimate setting. It's a vibe. And sometimes it's probably one of their better shows than a performance that will go out on in a stadium, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So I think this should be fun.
I agree. Yeah, MTV Unplugged vibes, you know, in the sense that, you know, like I was telling you, we're not going to be on stage jumping around, and it ain't going to be that kind of production. Now, mind you, it will be dope, right? Lighting, we got an LED wall, and I'm going to have some dope visuals behind me that coincide with the records and things like this. So it's gonna be a vibe. Yet it's gonna be more of like raw performance with live instrumentation, arrangements for these records. So I'm excited, bro. I love, like, there's nowhere I feel most comfortable at than on that stage. Like even right now doing this podcast, like it's a little nerve-wracking for me. Yet when I'm in front of people on that stage, it just feels right, you know?
Your comfort zone.
Absolutely. So yeah, pull up. I mean, everyone watching this interview, go get your tickets on Eventbrite. The link is in my bio on IG at official AJ HERNZ.
Yeah.
If you go to Eventbrite, just search up AJ HERNZ performing live and it'll pop up. And yeah, I expect everybody to pull up from the city. Well, I can't say that. It's 2 million. There's only 350 capacity. 350 of y'all come out and pull up. Have a good night.
Yeah, because it may be sold out, and then if you stuck outside, I can't get you in. I don't know if this man can get you in. You're just out of luck.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be that guy. Don't meet me there. Beat me there.
Come on, man.
Yo, so if you can touch a little bit on the behind the scenes, man, you got any particular moves and shakers as far as production wise?
Like a production team behind that?
Yeah, so I definitely have my team, you know, involved as far as the production goes.
Okay.
I got my homie St. Joe flying in from Cali, from LA, and he mixed a lot of my newer records, and he mixed the 1942 joint with me and Chris Pettis. He produced.
Salute.
Yeah, he produced.
He came out crazy.
Yeah, bro, he's amazing. This cat is gonna do my vocal production the night of. He produced Bájala, which is a Snow the Product single with Santa Fe Clan, who's fastest emerging artist in Mexico right now.
Okay.
So that's going crazy. So yeah, my boy St. Joe will be here. DJ Pumbaa will be doing my set, so he'll be spinning with me. Dope. Who else? I'm having my boy Eddie on the keys, my boy Dan on the guitar. Again, this is like, it's an organic show, literally like homegrown, right? This is like all my people, nobody sourced out, where, you know, they got huge names and they work for this record label, and somebody that's, you know, this is all people that you probably chat with on a daily basis and you communicate and see, you know, making plays and moves, and
for sure.
That's who's going to be a part of this event.
So
Can't wait.
So we're going to catch you on a bar stool with some guitars. And
bar stool, and I don't want to speak too much on it yet. Expect a something different as far as the stage setup.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it at that. Because I definitely I want to bring the atmosphere that I guess highlights my music, right?
For sure.
And I feel like I want to bring the atmosphere that I made a lot of these songs in, right? And I want to bring that to the stage. So it'll be dope. It'll be dope.
Any leaks on the outfit? Because I still was kind of jealous of you bringing that San Antonio Iguanas jersey. I need that jersey is crazy.
Yeah, bro, it's got throw up all over it still, bro. I'm gonna be honest, dog. I have a big ass bag, and that's like the cleaner's bag. So that's like stuffed all the way at the bottom. I just haven't got around to it. After the show, bro, my iguanas and my mariachi pants just full of throw up everywhere. I don't even know if I talked about that last time.
Nah, you didn't.
No? Had I played at the San Antonio show?
Yeah.
I had already played?
I think at the time.
Yeah. It had just happened, I think.
It just happened.
Okay. So yeah, bro. But yeah, no, that iguana jersey is one of my favorites. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I don't know what I'm gonna wear this time around, dog. I haven't really thought about it. Again, there's a lot of moving parts. I feel like the outfit's like last on my list right now.
What else you got in the deck,
I told you how I found that iguana's jersey, right?
No, you didn't.
No, bro. So that day I'm scrambling because I'm like, fuck, I need something San Antonio, right?
Right.
So I go to Lid's locker room at North Star Mall, and I'm just like, shit, man, what they got up in here? And I'm like, okay, George Gervin jersey, typical. Like that's just like everyday shit. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just get this in case I don't find anything. Well, bro, I buy that, and that thing was like $200. I wasn't even too excited about that. I'm like, damn, $2 All right, bet. So I'm driving home. My wife is driving, and I'm just there stressing about really not feeling that shirt. She's like, look on Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, oh yeah. So I search on Marketplace, Spurs jersey, nothing. And I'm like, damn, whatever happened to the ramp? I'm like, oh shit, we used to have a team, San Antonio Iguanas.
Iguanas, yeah.
So I just fucking search Iguanas jersey, and there's one XL, has a little stain on it, and the guy's like, I just want $20 for it. Bro, wow. I called him so fast. Bro, I called him so fast. I said, bro, where you at? Can you meet me right now? He goes, I don't have the shirt. It's got a stent. I said, bro, like in a nicer way, fuck what you talking about. Meet me right now. Meet me right now, dog. I got a show in 3 hours, sound check in an hour and a half. I need that jersey. And sure enough, bro, he met me at 151 and Petranco Gold's parking lot. And I was worried because, like, you know, those soccer, what the hell? Those hockey jerseys, they're like short here and like long here.
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, man, I'm going to look way too goofy. Like, my torso, for one, is like mad small. I'm already like tripping. Bro, I put that shit on and that shit was like, man, it fit like a glove, dog. Like, I was just so I was so happy about that. Only to throw up on it.
Damn.
It's a good time, though.
It was a good time.
I bet.
A good time.
The city was lit.
Yeah, it was, bro. Yeah,
sure.
bro. That's what's up.
And aren't you going back on tour?
Yes, sir.
With Snow too?
I was just talking to Serge about this, actually. Right, Serge? I'm going back out March, if I'm not mistaken. I love how that bomb just stays ringing out.
Yeah.
It's like it settles,
let them know.
Yeah. March 31st, and it goes all the way till May 19th. I hope I got those dates right. It's still pretty fresh, and they're continuously changing because... And also, too, some venues are being upgraded, so that's always a good thing.
Always.
And yeah, it's just it's crazy, bro. A lot is happening March, April, May, and then after that, there's conversations right now. I don't want to jinx it, or I don't even believe in jinxing. I don't want to speak too soon.
For sure.
Yeah, my bad. So it is March 30th through May 19th.
Bam. So there you go. Yeah. So after
May 5th,
that,
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo's here, bro.
Come on,
Cinco de Mayo's
man.
here. Yeah, I might just fuck around and come out on a horse and shit on stage. Yeah.
Dog, next level shit.
Hey, just be like, hey, there's
Straight
Madrosas, hit me.
So yeah, bro. After that, I was saying there's conversations of us I don't want to speak too much. There's conversations of us going out and supporting on a national act. So
wow,
that would be crazy. Yeah,
that's big.
Yeah, man.
Look at you, man.
I'm already tired.
Can you can you touch on who that is? Maybe.
So it's a 10-city tour with me, Mazi, and Drewski, bro.
Oh,
hell yes!
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
surprised. That's out the bag.
Hey, Mazi was lip sync 1942, bro.
What? In the Spanish part too?
Yeah,
absolutely. Marcos in the building, dog. We in here.
We'll get you a teleprompter, dog. We'll be good. Yeah.
I'm with it. Shit. If Drake could do it, then the fuck?
Absolutely.
Like, come on, man. It's easy.
Yo, that kind of fucks me up though when I see artists, you know, kind of have to read the teleprompter. I mean, like for somebody like Wayne that has, you know, a lot of songs out, I guess it makes sense. Yet, I mean, some of these newer cats, I'm just like, yo, what? Like, I don't. Yeah, like, you don't remember your own shit.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I feel like I can't forget my songs.
Nah,
I don't know. It's crazy.
That's wild too. Like, especially a pet peeve of mine too. Also, is because Skrills and I recently went to a performance. We went to the Izzy 93 show.
Yeah, shout out. It was the vibe was crazy.
The vibe was crazy.
Hey, shout out Izzy though.
Yes.
I fuck with his music.
Izzy was tough. And the person we talking about is not Izzy at all.
No, not at all.
But there was another artist that was there, and when he was performing, like, I was like his vocals were in the background. So like when he was singing, he had his, you know, his cup in his hand, but he was just feeling it, and the mic wasn't even at his mouth. So he was just like, when the song would come on, he was just,
hey, whoa.
Give the man a moment of pause.
Like,
wow.
but the mic was moving everywhere instead of just staying.
It's just hard to enjoy a show like that.
It was hard to enjoy a show, and I'm just like,
because the music was good. Don't get me wrong. Like you would hear that, you could hear this in the whip, and it's a go. You know what I mean? But live, it's like, nah, fam. I don't understand what you're saying.
Right. And see, that's definitely going back to like the show and the atmosphere and the tone behind it. I want to make sure that that's not the case, right? And obviously, there's been hella shows I've been in that same situation, so I've learned from it. I'm definitely not trying to talk down on that whole situation. Yet that's what I want for this show, where it's like people aren't just coming to a show where we're just screaming all over the mic. Like it's gonna be tracked out, stemmed out.
Yes.
Ad libs here when they come in, but my main vocal is gonna be me, right? The vocal production is gonna be, it's gonna emulate the sauce of the song.
Yes.
So when you hear me singing, it's gonna sound like with the same type of reverb, with the same type of, you know what I'm saying? So I think just performing all these years, you kind of you figure out like, okay, that isn't giving them the best performance, right? And I feel like you undercut yourself if you just go out there and perform and you don't take your time to really like make it to where they're gonna enjoy it.
For sure.
Because I feel like, performing over the track is just, it's acoustics in the room. It's a lot. So you can't just go up there and sing over the song, man.
And I think you coming from the school of the OG, you know, like the Ushers and the Chris Browns and all that, like it's the showmanship that you have as well. Like we've seen clips of your shows and stuff like that. I haven't been to an AJ performance yet, but I will be there. I'll be there March 4th.
You haven't been to an AJ show, bro?
I haven't.
Yeah, me either.
Maserati.
So focused.
Hold on, bro. which one? The wow?
I'll just pick one, and this is gonna describe my mood.
You shot me. You shot me. Thanks.
Shot me in the heart.
And for those that remember, no es por no querer.
No es por no querer, sino por qué.
Yeah.
¿Por qué? ¿Por flojera?
No.
Okay.
No tickets.
No tickets. Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know what's going on right now. I'm just
and basically,
it's
like, no. You know how many times me and Mazi be like, yo, AJ's performing. We should make that. And then we try to, and it's just like, you can't get in.
All right, well, here we go, fellas. This year, we're leaving Try behind, and we're just going to do Nike.
Whole fact.
Nike. Their infamous slogan is just do it.
Just do it.
Not just try to do it.
Just do it.
Right, so let's just do it this time.
Yeah.
May 5th, you guys are going to be on my guest list.
Come on, man.
And you guys are, please come to the show. We'll do the backstage thing. I introduce you to the peeps, and we'll do a whole thing. We'll fuck around and do another episode that day.
Come on,
behind green room vibes, whatever. And I'm not gassing. People know I come through with shit. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I want to gas us, but we're better on the road. Just saying.
We bet on the road.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I bet. Only under one condition.
What's that?
You'll buy some tickets to come out and see me March 4th.
Come on, man. We in there.
Let's get it.
Let's
get it. It's
Bro,
a deal.
you had me at R&B night.
It's a deal. Let's go. Yo, you sure did, man. You was like, ooh.
R&B. No, that's the R&B guy right here.
No shade to the rap. I mean, I dig that too, but R&B hits me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Like it, especially in how you're describing it.
Yeah.
Like I'm 100% down for something like that.
Yeah, bro. Pull up, man. It's gonna be a good vibe. I mean, that's the thing, man. Like I grew up on a lot of rap music.
Yeah.
Once I came across R&B, it was like, oh shit, like this makes me just, I feel it a little different than this rap, right?
Yeah.
And I just fell in love, the whole performance aspect behind it and just, crying and dancing in the rain. I love it, bro.
Right.
Who doesn't want to cry and dance in the rain?
Come on, man.
I do it all the time.
Matter of fact, okay.
I bet you do, man.
Who did it best?
Ray J, One Wish.
Come on.
Okay, I can't disagree.
As a matter of fact, you were the one. You were about 8 years ago. I'd like you to know. No, I'm in the room.
Yo, did you hear him on the verses battle? That's what I was doing. Did you hear him on the verses?
The verses was crazy. The verses was crazy.
Yo, dog.
It was bad.
I'm not trying to go out like that. Somebody sabotaged his shit, bro. Nah, you know what it was though? I feel like, cause obviously when you do those type of shows where you stream, it's like direct, right? Into the camera and like, somebody in the audio team just needed to be a little more mindful, dog. Like, yo, this sounds a little crazy.
They weren't looking out for him.
They were not looking out for him.
They let him get cooked.
Yeah.
Like, we was at Benihana's, man. He was getting cooked right in front of us, dog. It was just like, fuck. Chopped up, just cooked it right in front of us. Like, damn.
Yo.
Like, it was a wrap.
Jeremiah too.
Yeah,
Jeremiah. Man. I was so, man, bro. Like, damn. I mean, we all have off nights, bro. So, like,
for sure.
I get it. It just was like not what I was expecting.
But not an off night in front of 250-something thousand viewers that we was all watching from the phone. Like that.
It just feels like, man, it wasn't giving, man.
Nah.
Especially when what did he sing? I forgot what he was singing, but man, he was way off key. And it was, even Mario was like, yo, stop. Yo, whoa.
What was the one where all of them jumped in to kind of sing Ray J shit? And Ray J was pissed. It was all the right. They all was in the circle, like it was like Bobby V, like all of them were just
running like through each other. Like, yo, dog, this is crazy. Anyway, man, yeah.
Oh man,
that set the tone for me early on though. Like all those songs,
yeah.
I'm like, damn, that's dope, bro. I wish I could sing. And then finally grew the courage to like get out there and start recording.
And do it yourself, yeah.
And then it was like, oh, okay. And man, it's amazing, bro. The process is crazy. Yeah, the journey is crazy.
So who have you been listening to these days besides yourself?
Whatever grabs my attention. I'm not really too specific on like I'm only gonna listen to these artists because that's who I think is cool right now. Which that's how I used to think. Now I'm way more open minded about shit, and I like listening to different genres as well. One genre that I've really been listening to a lot of is reggaeton, only because I feel like I've wanted to make reggaeton records for a long time. Yet I didn't want to just jump on a reggaeton beat and not really know the structure and not really know, you know what I'm saying? The in a sense, the cadences and the structure behind a reggaeton song.
Right.
So yeah, that's really where it's been at. So yeah, like Jay Cortez is dope too. There's a lot of dope cats, man. Yeah.
It's funny too. It's funny you said that because we was literally having that discussion before you walked in. Like, when are you gonna jump in that lane?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I got something to show you tonight, man. So essentially these songs that I told you that were in the vault, and I'm just kind of buttoning them up and putting them out. That's gonna be like that's that time capsule, right, of like this last year.
Gotcha.
Going forward, all these new songs that I'm gonna put out after, let's just say maybe come summertime, from summer and on, have definitely, I don't want to say I changed the sound because you can still tell it's me, yet they're going to be a lot more emphasis on the Latin aspect of music, right, and sound. So it'll be a lot more bilingual. It's going to be a lot more happy music, reggaeton shit that makes you dance.
Gotcha.
And that's just where it's going to go next. Yeah.
Yeah, and we did notice that you were kind of veering into more of the, if you looked at it from a genre specific, going through iTunes, right? Like you wouldn't necessarily be an R&B,
right?
But rather like Latin, right? Or whatever. So is that more of a calculated kind of change?
Correct.
Or is it more of like just creatively that's where you are?
Yes, I feel like, man, these are great questions. So I feel at the end of the day, I have to be true to who I am, right? And I feel like for a long time, I was inspired by, like I just said, these artists, the Ushers, the Michael Jacksons, the Chris Browns, and all these people, which is cool. They're great. They're legends, right? Yet I was inspired to make that style of music, and I did. And obviously, it went well. It's gone well. It's picked up. Yet I wanted to connect with who I truly am, which is I'm from Texas. I'm bilingual. I look like this, and I dress like this. So I wanted my music to really have that feel to it, right?
For sure.
And make it my own versus me making a style that somebody has already mastered and paved the way for. So yes, I'm inspired by. So you're gonna get a lot of those, bits and pieces and feelings of the R&B records, yet it's going to be in this bilingual light where it's refreshing to hear, because now I'm giving you bars in Spanish that where you're like, oh shit, this is cool because I get how this translates to in English. So, I feel like I need to showcase that because I have that ability. I speak Spanish. That was my first language. Right. I didn't learn English till the 2nd grade, bro. So I feel like I need to not necessarily make some songs about, I didn't speak English till the 2nd grade and I'm Mexican and whatever.
But reflect that upbringing.
Exactly. Yeah. Definitely, put that in motion align that with my records,
right,
and have it tell the story for me. So that's why. Yeah. So it's intentional. It is a calculated move because I felt like, man, I had all these songs that I was so excited about, yet when I got this feeling in my gut, where I gave up thinking, I said, you know what, bro, I need to just transition this now and obviously not do it so abruptly where it's like, damn, this fool's singing in straight Spanish now and I don't know, and corridos and shit.
Yeah.
That's not me. I love R&B. I love some rappy shit. I love melodies, and I'm just gonna give it to you now in both languages. So yeah, that's where we're going with it.
Like that.
In that, like you said, Latin R&B light. Yeah.
I mean, and mind you, from my perspective, the transition was like incredibly smooth because there wasn't like a very much like
vast change of sound.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You still retain the AJ sound, if you will.
Yeah.
But now, like you said, and just incorporated your roots.
Facts, bro.
Into it. And I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you've kind of reached like pocket that you've been maybe looking for.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's from hearing 1942, like you linked up, which I want to talk to about really quick. You linked up with Chris Pettis, right?
Right. Yeah.
Who like generationally, bro, like his name rings bells, literally. You know what I'm saying?
I love hot sauce, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Both in his right, to be clear, both in his own right, but also obviously with his wife, Selena. And it's like, well, when I saw y'all link up, I was like, that shit just makes total sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of that from a lot of people where they're like, it makes sense. And yeah, man, that's really what it's about. It's like, I had, I met Chris a year and a half ago, right? I don't even know if he remembers this, but I took a picture with Kat like 10 years ago, really.
Yeah.
And, but it was just quick. It was like, we did some Spanish panel, we were speakers at it, and I was on this end, he was on this end. After the show, I'm like, oh, fuck, that's Chris. I need to meet him. Took a picture and never saw him again until a year ago. A year ago, I went to Zeus's show, and he's there, and he's like, dude, Chris, we make eye contact. He's in a section. I'm like, that's Chris. And he's like, dude, come here. He's like, man, great. Like, I think he said, like, great job on all you're doing. Like, keep going, man. And we got to work together. And I'm just like, I was coming to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? And, bro, I was low-key kind of starstruck to the point where I was like, damn, I want to work. But, dog, what if he thinks I'm whack? Or what if the session don't go like how all his BD Bomb sessions went, like, you feel me? And bro, that guy is like the nicest, most humble guy I've ever, or just person I've ever met, bro. Like, especially an artist, right? I've met a lot of great people, yet this man was just down to earth, very straight up and real. And that's the way, that's my style, bro. I like to just be straight up, and it's nothing better than just clearly communicate. And I feel like I got that with him. And what was cool is that it didn't just happen right then and there, like, me trying to just do a song with a legend just because. It happened a whole year later organically too. Right. So I felt like, okay, man, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, I'm not going to force it, right? For sure. Well, we had the Airbnb spot that I have, Star Point, which is you can book now on Airbnb.
I like that.
Yeah.
Great marketing.
My homie Smooth from Dallas hits me up and he's like, yo, I'm doing a podcast. I want to interview a couple people from the city. One of them being you and Chris. And I'm like, yeah, bro, say less. Like, my spot's there. Go ahead. Books the spot. We all pull up. And I'm showing his homie, Carlito, the 1942 record. And Chris is in the back like, man, that sounds nice. I'm like, man, it sure as hell would sound nice with some guitar on it. So that's
I like you. I like how you did that, man.
He threw the lob. He's like,
yeah, like,
it sound nice.
Dead ass. Yeah, like,
off the glass.
Right. And bro, and he windmilled that the rest. Yeah,
he windmilled that.
The rest. We made plans and arrangements to record the song the next week, bro.
Yeah.
it was a vibe, bro. I'm so happy with the way everything came out. It's out now. It's out on every platform.
Yes, it is.
And yeah, we're doing a contest too. So I did a 1942 contest. So song's called 1942.
Saw that.
Right?
Yeah.
And me and my team here, we were thinking of ways to, you know, get the fans involved, man, because I feel like a lot of times as artists, we put out records, but we don't really consider or take into consideration, you know, like them engaging with us on a more personal level versus just like
making them invested.
Right. Like I'm invested just as much as you are in me.
Yeah.
Right. I want to show you love back and do something that's cool for you. So what we're doing with this 1942 record and contest is we made all the supporters and fans that follow, right, make a reel, right, using that 1942 song. And in that reel, it's pretty much showcasing their Valentine's Day, right, on their date or whatever they got, spending time with their kids, loved one, whatever, right? There's people freaking eating McDonald's like the skit we did, right? Like we want to make sure that, hey, don't think this is a Morton Steakhouse only vibe. Like, nah, like whatever you're doing, if it's fries you're eating with your loved one, show us. I want to repost and then show you love at the same time and say, hey, look, you know, we all real, like we're human, right? And bro, I was so surprised with the amount of love that it's getting. Like people are making videos and hashtagging and just being a part of it. And well, once we announce the winner, they're gonna get a 1942 bottle signed by me and Chris Pettis. So yeah, man, I feel like that's something for them to just take home and be proud of, like competing in the contest. So
absolutely,
yeah, bro, yeah,
that's dope. I've always said that, you know, I think more artists should be, especially in the social media era, should be more. I don't like using the word vulnerable, but it almost makes it seem like relatable. That's what I'm gonna say. Relatable to the fan or the supporter that looks up to you and listens to your music and stuff like that. And so that way it all ties together. I think that's a genius move.
Thank you, man. Honestly. Thank you. And I can't take full credit. You know, I feel like that's one thing we established starting off in the new year is like me and my team getting together, like I said earlier, on these Monday meetings and really brainstorming, taking the time. Because I feel like I told them, we've had success freestyling, right? Now imagine if we really put our efforts and our planning, right? Because here it goes. I feel like I'm getting old, bro. Like I feel like old people just have these like random quotes that they just be saying and pieces of wisdom. Fuck it is what it is.
Gems.
It's gems.
Let's call it that. So I feel like people don't plan to fail. They fail to plan, right? Like nobody in here plans to fail.
Right.
Yet I feel like a lot of things we don't get accomplished because we don't plan. So we fail to plan, right? So I feel like now that we have that approach, it just makes it's making more sense, and it's now engaging with the people that matter in an artist's career, which is the fans. Like they matter, right? Like we matter in the sense that we make the music and they support. Yet what do they get after they buy the song or they come and spend money at your show? The least I could do is share your support to my story, write you back, or make you a part of a contest to where hopefully your support gets rewarded. These meetings are helping us do that. And yeah, I'll have an idea and then, you know, homies will pitch in. Shout out to Dez and Monty. And we just connect, you know, and we execute. So yeah.
One of my last questions, man, is your team who's in this room, Nunu Digital.
Yeah, look out for them. They're not just your standard hold your camera and take pictures of you. I
can see that, and
this is a team.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to ask you, man. Was like, because I feel, and this is respectfully, but you're as good as they are, and they as you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how are they helping you go further and vice versa? You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I feel like before anything, views have to be aligned, right? I feel like ego needs to be out the window, pride, all that. So there's times where I feel like I may have an idea and it's okay for them to let me know without my feelings or my emotions getting in the way that, hey, well, that's cool, yet we could do it this way. And I'm open to it, right? Because I respect Dez is somebody that I've collaborated with for many. I guess people don't know this yet. We collaborated first back in 2018, pre-COVID. So this has been going on the 5th year, and I feel like ever since then, anytime we've linked, we've kind of seen eye to eye on a lot from the aesthetic behind, you know, or the tone of the visual, just everything, the shots, and that's another thing that I love and appreciate. She brings me into her world to show me like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. What do you feel? And there's been times where I'm like, damn, I don't feel that. I feel like we should do this. And we execute that way and it comes out and it works. And none of us are tripping. We're just both happy, right?
Right.
So I feel like first and foremost, obviously you can find anybody to work with, yet the people that you do end up working with, y'all's views need to align and make sure that there's no emotion in you know, taking that next step or whatever, right? Don't bring that into it,
right? Or clouding the overall kind of progression of the team, right? Because, you got to check the egos at the door. You know
Absolutely, man. And obviously, as creatives, we all think we're badass, or actually not think we're all badass, right? Yet we need to always keep in mind it's what's best for that moment, right? It's not about what you've done. It's not about what you're going to do. It's what's best for this. And I feel like me and Dez, we see that together and we execute we communicate and we execute very, very clearly, I guess. I'm not sure if I'm wording that right yet. It just feels it feels good, you know. And then Monty, you know, is also part of the crew, Nunu Digital, and he's a young cat, talented, super creative in terms of like the photography and the angles and things like this. So we have a good base, a good foundation, and the idea is to grow this and take on other clients as well, and just keep elevating, man. That's really it. That's my. I trust that will happen. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very dope, man.
I mean, we've always...
Shout out to Nunu Digital.
Shout out to Nunu Digital. I mean, we've always said you need a team, dog, to make this thing happen.
That's a fact, bro.
I mean, you can try to do it by yourself, but it's tough. But when you got a solid team behind you to really push each other.
Yeah.
They push you when you need to be pushed, and then you push them when they need to be pushed. And look what's going on.
I feel very fortunate to be working with people that, and not just Nunu Digital yet, everyone that, like you guys too, right? Yeah. You guys are pushing this shit forward, like doing shit, shaking the city up with this podcast. And I feel like I'm very blessed and fortunate to be a part of a lot of that goes on. And also too, my family over at Vibe Hire, Snow the Product, DJ Pumbaa, man, like those people, I feel like they go hard for me, you know, as hard as when I'm in the room and when I'm not in the room. And that's really the only people I care to be around, you know, people that are really going to be like that, you know, real in front of me, real behind me. And obviously we've all dealt with the opposite. So I feel like right now I'm very happy where things are, and shit, man, I'm excited for what's to come. There's so much coming. Yeah.
And he is coming back March 4th.
March 4th. Yo, I'm serious. If y'all don't come out, I'm going to be pissed. So yeah, March 4th, man, please come out. Bring a loved one, bring a friend. If you've never heard me play live, just like Skrills or Mazi has, this is your opportunity to buy your tickets and come out. Yes, I swear to you, do not want to miss the show.
Nah, listen, we're gonna be in there. We in there for sure. Yeah. But shout out to everybody for pulling up, man. This is a dope,
real talk,
dope
Thank
crowd.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, shout out to all the creators in the building. And thank you for pulling up for sure.
Man, thank you guys, bro. This is an honor.
The People's Champ, ladies and gentlemen, AJ HERNZ. And where can they find you if they want to follow you and all that good stuff?
Absolutely, yeah. So IG is @official AJ HERNZ. I think my Facebook is AJ HERNZ Fans. I'm not sure. Okay. But it's the verified page. So I know there's a couple like pages or whatever.
Yeah. Don't get scammed, people.
Bro, I got catfish, real. Before we go, can I talk about this catfish story?
Yeah. Please.
This is crazy, dog.
MTV, pay attention.
Like, this is like, bro, like 5 years ago, right? I think it's probably the first run I do with Snow on tour. We're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. True story. I swear it's not. This is no fabricating nothing. During Snow set, we bring up girls to come up on stage and just be a part of the show, right? Dance and while we're performing and whatnot. Well, we bring these group of girls up. And I remember one specifically is like giving me the stink eye, like almost like you're playing with me right now, like you haven't said anything, right? Like
right.
So I'm like, what the? I feel like I might know her, or I don't know at this point. But then again, you know, some supporters may think you're closer to them than you really are, or have a closer relationship. So the night's going on and everyone's dancing. I keep looking and she keeps looking at me like on some like you're not gonna say hi. So finally I walk up to her. And I'm like, hey, so I'm sorry. Do I know you? I noticed you like were looking at me. She's like, AJ, why are you acting like this? Yeah. Wow. So I'm like, okay. What do you mean acting like this? Like that's some shit like somebody asked you that you know real well. Right? Like, bro, why are you acting like this? Like, why are you acting different? So I'm like, excuse me, I don't think I've ever met you. What do you mean? I'm like borderline laughing, like curious. And she's like, wow, you're acting way different. Like, what, you don't remember me? We always talk. Like we chat all the time. All of a sudden, like you don't know we're on. All of a sudden, you don't know we're on Snapchat.
Hey, what feeling did you have right there?
Nausea. Because I'm like, this is crazy. Like I have a knot in my stomach. Like, what the fuck has whoever you've been talking to you been telling you, right? Bro, so I'm like, all right. So I'm like, nah, I'm so sorry. Like, at the time I had my Snapchat. So I'm like, that's my Snapchat name. That's my IG. That's my Facebook. And bro, she just tears, like straight tears. And I'm like, what the fuck, right? So I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? And she's like, so you're telling me this isn't you? She opens her Snapchat and it's like official AAJ HERNZ. So they added like one letter and but it was crazy because this guy was actually doing all the right things, or whoever this creepo was doing the right things. Homie was recruiting people for my show. Like he was saying like, yo, I'm performing tonight at whatever theater, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Don't miss out. Fucking doors open at whatever. Like, so homie pushed some tickets. So I can't be all the way mad. So I guess whatever he was saying that was like hitting, like she was saving it and emojis, no shame, bro. Like all this crazy uncalled for shit. So I'm like, man, I felt so bad. I had at the time, I don't even think I had a batch of merch or nothing. So I literally just took off my hoodie. It was like a Stay Woke hoodie. Yeah. Took that shit off, mad sweaty. I was like, look, this is all I have to give you. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. Like, let's take a pic. Let's do all that. But in the end, you know, the silver lining here was that homie was pushing tickets. He was saying the right things in the sense of getting people to come out and support.
To your show, for sure.
Yeah, but and then she was showing me other shit like on Facebook. Homie was commenting on girls' pics and like just doing the most, bro. And people were like, oh, I love your music. Thank you for commenting on my pic. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, bro.
Yeah, so be sure to follow the legit.
Please. I'm like, why did I even start talking about that? At official AJ HERNZ, please.
Yes, please. Yeah, don't get scammed out here. And I haven't got catfish yet, but at Mazi World Official. I don't know. I feel like
what? You trying to get catfish?
No, I mean,
trying to get catfish.
I feel like if I get catfish, then that means like I'm doing something, or I may look a certain. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like,
man.
Wow, man. Damn.
My boy Mazi, man.
My guy, AJ, man.
Thank you so much. Real talk, guys. Keep doing this shit. Keep killing it.
Thank you.
Y'all, man. Y'all are inspiring the whole city. So, and the whole podcast world too. Don't think not. So yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Kind words from the great AJ. Hitting the stage March 4th. And what's
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. So dates to remember. Maybe we can like write it down. I know I'm asking for a lot at this point.
March 4th.
March 4th at Pix. March 18th to be determined. Cinco de Mayo, San Antonio, Texas at Aztec Theater. Those are 3 dates that you need to remember and put on your calendar right now.
Wash your cars, get your fit ready, because we outside.
Let's get it.
We bite. Listen, we'll holler at y'all next Monday. Like, share, subscribe. DaviesEntertainment.com for Mazi's World merch and CrewFreshClothingCo.com. Holler at the boys over there at CrewFresh. And and Peace Hot Chicken. Be sure to go get the Mazi, you know what I'm saying? 2-piece hot with a side of hot honey.
Oh, that's right. You're a chicken tender connoisseur.
Yeah, chicken tender
bender.
Chicken tender bender, all that.
Can I do a couple shout outs real quick?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hey, shout out to Scott Maloof, man. So Scott Maloof, real quick.
Money making Maloof.
Real quick. Scott used to manage me back in the day when I started this whole music thing. And then obviously we go through life and we have other things that take up our attention and become priority.
Sure.
So he went this way, I went this way, and it's just amazing to say like, okay, we circled back to greatness because he's my mentor, right? With this real estate thing and just life in general. I'm very glad to know somebody like him.
Yeah.
Very successful yet very, very open heart, good heart. So love you, bro. Also to my wife, my kids. Thank you guys for supporting me, my family, my bros, everybody. Shout out to my bro Joel. Locked up for now, but you'll be free soon. And what else? Shout out to my pops. And yeah, I think that's it. Shout out to everybody that's been showing me love, man. Like seriously, you guys, I mean, for the most part, I respond to everybody that hits me up. And I take pride in that because again, I feel like you guys are the ones who, do the heavy lifting in terms of, pushing my music out and helping me, gain a newer audience and shit like that. So thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys can make it March 4th. Let's go.
Man. We in there.
Absolutely.
We in there, March 4th.
That's us in there.
Oh my God. Oh.
We out. Yes, we out.
We keeping that, ho.
Now we keeping that. Mazi's World.
Maserati.
So focused, I just need some meaning to my name. Plus I'm cheating with these codes. If you thinking it's a game, that's real talk.